Hello and welcome to Chapter 4. Here we're going to be starting to talk more about chemical reactions and also in particular we're going to be looking at reactions that happen in aqueous solution. And so that is why we have this title of reactions in solution. So we're actually going to talk about these in sort of the reverse order. We'll start talking about solutions and how we think about solutions and quantify them, particularly concentrations and how we write concentration units in chemistry. And what those units are that we most commonly use. And then we'll move into in the second part of the chapter, looking at types of chemical reactions. In particular, ones we're going to focus on a lot are acid-base reactions, and those are really important, drive a lot of chemistry. You'll keep learning about acid-base chemistry, even in biology classes and other places, because it's just really important in terms of chemistry and biology, and they show up all over the place. And then also precipitation reactions. These are reactions that lead from solutions to form solids, in particular generally ionic compounds, though there are other things that form as well. So to get started, we are going to start talking here about solutions. And this first video is just going to be a review of probably things that you're already familiar with, but just to make sure we're all on the same page about what a solution is and what are some of the things we think about with that. So a solution, just to get started with, this is a homogeneous mixture. And this goes back to what we were talking about in Chapter 1, about ways we can classify matter. So this is something that's the same throughout the mixture. And solutions are made from things dissolving in other things. In this class, we will mostly be talking about aqueous solutions. And this just means that things are dissolved in water. You can make solutions out of other things as well, but we will primarily focus on things dissolved in water because this is the vast majority of the chemistry that we're going to talk about in this class. If you go into organic chemistry, there you'll talk about solutions that form using different solvents like organic molecules. But in this class, we're going to focus on aqueous chemistry because that's a good starting point. But those are not the only types of solutions, just primarily what we're going to be looking at. So in a solution, you have a bunch of stuff mixed together. You have different pure substances that are all evenly mixed throughout the substance. And there's usually one thing that is present in the highest amount, and that is your solvent. So your solvent is the component, or I should say the major component of the mixture. And in an aqueous solution, this is always water, but it can be something else. But that's what makes something an aqueous solution, is that the solvent is water. And then the other parts of a solution are the solutes. So a solute is a minor component. That's the way I'll put it in comparison to a major one. Though it can take up quite a bit of the solution of the mixture. So these are the things that are dissolved in your water. So if you have, for example, salt water, this is an example of an aqueous solution. Your solvent is water. And then your solute, well, if this is like ocean water, you'll have a lot of different solutes. But if this is just, say you took some salt, dissolved it in water, maybe you have a sore throat and you're gargling or something like that, your solute might be something like sodium chloride, if this is just regular salt water. And you're not limited to just one solute. Many solutions have multiple things dissolved in them, and so you might have several different solutes present in a solution. So you will only have one solvent, just because by definition it's whatever is present in the largest quantity, but you can have any number of solutes. And in an example like seawater, you're going to have a large number of solutes, probably on the order of dozens of different things that are dissolved in your solution. So in the next video, we're going to talk about how we can define concentrations, where we talk about, well, how much solute is present in a solvent? How do we look at quantitative values related to solutions? And so that will be the next video.